There's a couple more I want to get. They're baseball hats, but they're black and it has lava across it. There's one with a butterfly, and it's at a store down by that one more, at the outlet center, so. We're going to go with this one and another one, and then I will do Hollerback Girl. I would actually love to do this with Frankie, I'm not going to lie. If he ever would. You know. Never know, anything's possible. It must have been sent from up above, and I know you'll stay this way for always. And we both know that our love will grow and forever it will be. Sun, chasing all the rain away. When you come around, you'll bring brighter days. You're the perfect one for me, and you forever will be. And I will love you so for always. Let's go make a family. The next one you'll see, because there's I really like the song. Oh boy, I love you so. I can't find enough ways to let you know, but you can't be sure I'm yours for always. And me both know that our love will grow and forever it will be you and me. Alright, I'm doing the hollerback one, the hollerback girl first, because I'm gonna switch genre.
Getting really close. Aw, super kawaii.
Oh, just for shit. All girls don't feel like this. You just got around that type of stuff's gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollerback girl. Ain't no hollerback girl. Few times been around that type of stuff's gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollerback girl. Ain't no hollerback girl. That's special. That's special. Ooh, that's special. That's special. That's special. That's special. Ooh, that's special. I heard them stupid talking shit, but didn't think that I would hear it. Everybody caught up. That's what that was. Get you out. Everybody caught up. Few times been around that type of stuff's gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollerback girl. Ain't no hollerback girl. Few times been around that type of stuff's gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollerback girl. Ain't no hollerback girl. That's special. That's special.
So that's why you meet me at the picture. The principals, no student teachers. All of us wanna be the winner, but there can only be one. So I'm gonna fight, gonna give it my all, gonna make you fall, gonna something to you. That's right, I'm the last one standing, another one bites the dust.
Few times been around that type of stuff's gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollerback girl. Ain't no hollerback girl. Few times been around that type of stuff's gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollerback girl. Ain't no hollerback girl. That's special. That's special. That's special. That's special. That's special. That's special. I don't think I knew that song, so. Shit is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, the shit is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, the shit is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, the shit is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Few times been around that type of stuff's gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollerback girl. Ain't no hollerback girl. Few times been around that type of stuff's gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollerback girl. Ain't no hollerback girl. That's special. That's special. That's special. That's special. That's special. That's special. Now my landlord, her husband. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Honestly, she doesn't complain. It's her husband that complains, and he's not here, so. Switch it up a bit. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the sky. just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pull my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, 'cause nothing really matters. Too late, my time is gone. Sent shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. Sometimes wish I'd never been born alone. A little bit of air guitar. You know, I wonder if I could play guitar. Actually, there's someone who I met on the bus who plays guitar or bass or whatever, and we exchanged phone numbers. So who knows? Gotta move, way to the fandango. Someone's like me, very, very fine me. I'm just a poor girl and nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. I'm alright. Oh, will you let me go? Oh, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh, no, 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 no. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go. And you for me, for me. So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here. Polly, why are you so worried about the DNA? Does it affect you at all? Does it affect you at all? In any way, shape, or form, how does it affect you or your life? When it comes to me doing a DNA test. How does it affect you or your life? Me, it affects me in my life. Either way. So, the DNA test, I just talked to the investigator on live here while I was on live. Missing Persons is working on setting up a time. He said it should be done before Christmas. And they may actually just come to my home to do it. He said whatever, basically, I guess whatever's easiest for me. I said, I'm willing to go there. I'm willing to come here. Just let me know. So they're working on it. Missing Persons is working on it. It's just taking time, which people don't seem to comprehend the fact that things take time, especially when it comes to legal stuff. You know. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. It is a big deal, number one. But, when I have to repeat myself over and 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 over again, I'm fed the fuck up. Tonight, I just don't want to even discuss it because I have to sit tomorrow and write down all the fucking shit that I remember. So tonight, for the rest of the night, can we just have a good night and not talk about the DNA or anything? Can we do that? So from now on, anybody asks about it, anything, just mute them. Please. If they're rude, block them. If they ask, just mute them for the live. I'm not dealing with it. Can my mod's got me right? I'm good to go because I don't want to deal with that anymore. Because I got a lot I got to deal with tomorrow by writing down all the fucked up shit I remember. So, if anybody mentions the DNA test or anything like that, mute them. If they're rude, block them. I'm not going to keep repeating myself about this shit over and over and over again when I got to take tomorrow and write down all the shit I remember. I gotta take a moment, just breathe. I will play the Sweet Escape, I promise. Just, there's a song I want to play, and it's important. And you'll see why in a minute. Oh God, yes, I know No Scrubs, but
I met
this
Jen
song.
after she was ghosted by an ex.
These people need to
get over it, and he just popped
listen.
back into her life, looking for...
You never know what it's like. And I guess we tried to take a moment and eat a little bit. People like it when I eat because I don't eat anymore. Look at me, I'm coming back again. You just fell away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. You'd be found by now. Better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. Now you know why I want to play the song. Look at what's going on. Right? No, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. Still standing. The Sweet Escape, right? That's what you wanted to hear? Hello, darling. So, I'm guessing that's what you want to hear is
Don't
the
just
Sweet
take
Escape.
classes, take charge. Start your comeback
I don't know if I know
today
this,
at
but we're gonna play it.
reviewglobal.edu.
Gives me time to eat too. Because I don't know the song. I don't think. Because sometimes I pick up on words very quickly when it comes to songs. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm somebody's favorite shit. I'm just being. What you see is what you get. This is me in real life, too. Is this real life or is this Memorex? We'll have a little bit of fun. I've been a real bad girl needs punctuation. You ready? Ready to have some fun?
No matter how hard I try.
Oh my
God, Becky, look at her butt. It's so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends.
Who understands
Those rap guys.
They
Only
only talk to her
because she was total prostitute, okay?
I mean, her butt is just
So
so big.
big.
I can't believe
It's so out there.
Stop there.
Gross. She's just so. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You are words can deny. When a girl wants to wear it, waist around, thinking in your face, you get sprung. One close touch, you know, step on your stuff. There's this swear. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh, baby, I want to get with you. And take a picture. I'm always trying to warn me, but it's like you got. Ooh, what the soon skating. Say when you get my biz. Use me, cause you're the average groupie. I see you dancing. Tell with romancing. She's wet, like going in a circle that. I'm tired of magazines. Sick of books, other things. We're after fucking ass and back. So, fellas, your girlfriend got the butt? Shake it, shake that healthy butt. Baby got back. Baby got back. That was fun. I like them round and big. When I think I just can't help myself. Now here's my scandal. I get you home and double. Ain't trying to play toys. This is parts of toys. I want them real thick and juicy. So find that juicy double. There's also trouble. We want a piece of that bubble. So watch the rock videos. Knock these bimbos looking like hoes. You can keep them bimbos. I just think like closure. I work so this and I won't get with ya. I won't cuss or hit ya. I won't touch your face and oh, to the break of dawn. Baby, gotta go now. You're such a like the song. I'm so with it. I'd rather stay and play. Some long and strong and then good strong. So ladies, you won't mind the cities. Turn around, stick it out. And white boys got to shout. Baby got back. So your friend Rosa Honda, they both just by Fonda. The father ain't got no more than him for Honda. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon. You do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt. Just up the hard girl. It's fussy, they'll leave it, they'll pull it quick to retreat. So Cosmo says you're fat. Well, I ain't down with that. Because I'm kicking, I'm breaking out sticking. Two people back to the magazine, you ain't in this thing. This is that kid resist that. Red beats and rusted missile. Just the kiss. These girls are on my list. Yeah, they'll pull it quick to get with them. So ladies, the gut is round. You wait for that to go down. Down 1-900 mix a lot and kick them nasty thoughts. Baby got back. Baby got back. Nobody's got much back. We're having fun.
Hi, Dad. I'm happy you're back.
We're undercover for years. People come that damage from that.
How much longer is the unit planning on watching you 24/7?
Is it possible that maybe have something to hide?
I was in a relationship. It's complicated.
I know how hard this is. Hard versus.
Everybody get it. Hey. Baby, I'm out of my mind. Okay, now she was close, tried to domesticate you, but you're an animal. Baby, it's in your nature. Just let me liberate you. You don't need no papers. That woman is not your maker. And that's where I will take you good love. Know you want it. Know you want it. You're a good boy. Can't let it get past me. You fall from plastic. Can't let it get past me. Hate these blurred lines. Know you want it. I know you want it. You're a good boy. The way you grab me. I'm starting to get nasty. Come up to help me. What you think the jeans on? When you got the jeans on? What you think these jeans on? You the hottest bitch in this place. I feel so lucky. You wanna hug me? What rhymes with ugly? Hey, hey, hey. Okay, now she was close. Tried to domesticate you, but you're an animal. Baby, it's in your nature. Just let me liberate you. You don't need no papers. That woman is like Jamaica. And that's what I would take a good boy. I know you want it. I know you want it. You're a good boy. Where are you messing? You feel from plastic. Talking about the glass. I hate these bird nights. I hate them lines. I hate them lines. You're a good boy. The way you grab it was fucking nasty. One thing I ask you, let me think when you have that ass too. Now to do the pair, boo. Let me ask you. I'm so big, girl, say your ass too.
Yeah, wait, when you salute you, yeah. Not many women can refute it, because I'm a nice guy, but don't get it confused.
Shake it. You like it hurt, but you don't like work. Hey, hey, baby, can you see it? Got the song in me. It only works for me to cut it to decay. No more pretending, 'cause now you win. Here's how we get it. I always wanted a good boy. Now you want it. I know you want it. You're a good boy. They're really plastic. You fell from plastic. And you'll get plastic. I hate these bird lights. I know you want it, you're a good boy. The way you grab me, must wanna get nasty. Call me, can't have me. Hey, hey, hey. Now I have dinner for the rest of the week. Unless I end up leaving between, yeah, I don't know. I still feel like I'm leaving soon. I cannot.
The Scarlet Witch took my powers. We're gonna walk the witch's road to get it back.
The road is a death wish.
Shall we? We will test our knowledge of the craft.
And it'll give you the thing you want the most. If we make it to the end.
See what's next. Gonna have myself a real good time. I feel like and the world turning inside out, yeah. Floating around in ecstasy. So I'll do no scrubs next. 'Cause I'm having a good time, You should start me to the sky like a tiger. defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racer car, pass it by the clinic cadaver. I'm gonna go, there's no stopping me. Flying through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees is what they call me, Mrs. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic, what are you? Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. 'Cause I'm having a good time. Yes, I'm having a good time. I don't wanna stop at all. Yeah, I'm a rock ship, I'm a little Mars. I'm a collision course, I'm a satellite. I'm out of control, I'm a sex machine ready to reload. Like an animal, explode. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mrs. Fahrenheit. I'm trying that speed of light. I'm gonna make it super hot. What are you? No stopping, no stopping. Hey, hey, hey! I like it. Have a good time, good time. Oh. Oh, burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees is what they call me, Mrs. Fahrenheit. Trying at the speed of light, I wanna make a supersonic, what are you? Come here now, I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. 'Cause I'm having a good time. Yes, I'm having a good time. I don't wanna stop at all. La 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 Okay, we're doing no scrubs, then we're doing what I choose. Okay, for a little while. Can we do that? I might just stick with this. Fuck it. I don't know. Scrub is down big surprises, also known as a buster. Always think about what he wants to sit on his book ass. So no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is gonna take it, no love from me. I know this your side of his best friend try to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is gonna take it, no love from me. That's your side of his best friend try to holler at me. And say to me what's in his kind of way, and nobody can ever force me. Cause I'm looking like classes, looking like fresh cake, get with the deadbeat ass. So no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, no. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is gonna kick it, no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's truck, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is gonna kick it, no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's truck, trying to holler at me. I go and walking, oh yes son, I'm talking to you. It's been shown with your mama, oh yes son, I'm talking to you. If you haven't shown it, then you don't show love, oh yes son, I'm talking to you. Wanna get with me with no money, oh no, I don't want no scrubs. no scrubs, no, 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 no scrubs, no, 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 I don't want no scrub. Scrub is gonna get no love from me. Oh, try to holler at me. Yeah. Love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of the straight side. Trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is gonna get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of the straight side. Trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. Scrub is gonna get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of the straight side. Trying to holler at me. You talking about by Nelly? Is that who that's by? Apple bottom jeans with the fur, and the whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Da 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 da. She got low, 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 low. I'll tell you what. Let me do my thing, and I'm gonna do back and forth because I can't, like, you know. But there is one I want to play now. I played it a little while ago, but I'm going to play it again because, you know, I need to. It always makes me feel better. He always makes me feel better. You know. And it's his newest song, so I like it. Where the fuck is the Spotify? I'm like, where the fuck is it? I'll play it, for a little bit. It's called Flying Without Wings, and this is Frankie Zolfrino's version. Yeah, the man I'm in love with, yeah. Everybody's looking for that something. Something that makes it all complete. You'll find it in the strangest places. Places you never knew it could be. Some find it in the face of their children. Some find it in their lovers' eyes. Who can't deny the joy it brings? When you find that special thing, you're flying without wings. Some find it here every morning. Some find silence very lives. You'll find it in the first of others. If a lie can make you laugh or cry, you'll find it in the deepest friendships. The kind you cherish all your life. And when you know how much that means, you found that special thing. You're flying without wings. It's so impossible as it may seem. You've got to find forever in dreams. 'Cause who's to know when you let go could make you complete. Well, for me, it's waking up beside you to watch the sunrise on your face. To know that I can say I love you in any given time or place. It's little things that only I know. Those are the things that make you mine. And it's like flying without wings, 'cause you're my special thing. I'm flying without wings. And you're the place my life begins, and you'll be where it ends. I'm flying without wings, and that's the joy it brings. I'm flying without wings. I'm crying and I don't know why. Never mind. I think I know why. Alright, we're going... I had to sing it. I had to, man, I had to. Now we're doing something a little different. A lot of different. Just...
I was just feeling sick. And it was the worst day. Mom was crying.
This is actually really true, this song is. Freestyle what? I don't freestyle, honey. I just sing, I can rap with music, but that's about it. This time, I wonder what it feels like. But find the one in this life, the one we all dream of. With dreams just not enough, so I'll be waiting for the real thing. I know it by the feeling, the moment when we're leaving. It feels like a scene straight off the silver screen, so I'll be home another breath, right up to the end. Until that moment when I found the one that I'll spend forever with. Now, if you want acapella, I can do acapella. I can do acapella, but freestyle is a little different. You want to hear acapella? Let's see, I'll do a couple of them. Love, it seems like only yesterday you were such a child, you were just a child at play. Now you're all grown up inside of me. Oh, how those moments flee. Once we watch the lazy world go by. Oh, how the days seem to fly. Life is brief, but when it's gone, love goes on and on. Life is brief, but when it's gone, love goes on and on. See what else. Oh baby, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men, if you wonder how long I'll be faithful, just listen to how this song ends. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. Oh, I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever. Amen. And you Elvis. You know. Basically. There you go. The last one there. Everyone wants to meet with someone cares. Someone to love with my life in their hands. It's gotta be somebody for me like that. Nobody wants to go it on their own. Everyone wants to know they're not alone. Somebody else that feels the same somewhere. It's gotta be somebody for me out there tonight. I've always dreamed out in the moonlight. But damn it, this feels too right. It's like deja vu. Me standing here with you, so I've been holding my breath. Will this be the end? Is it the moment when find the one that's there forever with? Nobody wants to be the last one there. Everyone wants to feel like someone cares. Someone to love with my life in their hands. It's gotta be somebody for me like that. Nobody wants to go it on their own. Everyone wants to know they're not alone. Somebody else that feels the same somewhere. There's gotta be somebody for me out there. You can't give up. You're diamond in the rough till it shows up. 'Cause it could be the one you're waiting on. 'Cause nobody wants to be the last one there. Everyone wants to feel like someone cares. Someone to love with my life in their hands. There's gotta be somebody for me. Oh, nobody wants to go it on their own. No, they're not alone. Somebody else that feels the same somewhere. There's gotta be somebody for me out there. Somebody for me out there. Let's have a little bit of fun before I do a more serious one.
Okay, crew, let's get to work.
And it kind of needs to be
There's a
done.
lot of memories that need some extra
The one after this one
processing.
needs to
And
be
we
done
said
because
those
I
to
don't
the
think people.
production.
Please.
I'm driving back a black. Just got my license back. I got the steering. Face the train is coming off the track. I'll last. Ride in the devil needs to ride in the I'm gonna cut your ride. While you was thinking out, I got the car door open. Let's see you jumping on the ground. Come on, don't know that you were missing. She did this week. See the post of you and I've been just as scared of now. Never gonna quit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just acting like we're animals. No matter where we go, 'cause everybody knows we're just a couple animals. So come on, baby, get in. Get in, just get in. Check out the trouble we're in. You're beside me on the seat, got your head between my knees so you control how fast we go, but just how hard you wanna squeeze. It's hard to see you when you're breathing in my ear, but I got both hands on the wheel while you got both hands on my key. By now, no time will be within such a good body, and I'm touching the speed of the mouth. That's it, that's it. I'm struggle to the picture straight alone. Never gonna quit, ain't nothing wrong with it. Just acting like we're animals. No matter where we go, 'cause everybody knows we're just a couple animals. So come on baby, get in. Get in, just get in. We got the trouble we're in. We were parked up on the tracks. We're sitting in the back and we just started getting busy when he whispered, what was that? The wind. I think there's no one else was where we are. And that's when he started screaming, that's my dad inside the car. Oh please, the keys, the 9 ignition must have wound up on the floor when we were switching our positions. I guess they knew that she was missing. I was trying to find my rules and up, but all the kids are screaming, oh, never gonna quit. Ain't nothing wrong with it, just acting like we're animals. No matter where we go, 'cause everybody knows we're just a couple animals. So come on baby, get in. Get in, just get in. Check out the trouble we're in. Get in, just get in. Okay, this next one needs to be done because people... It irritates me that people don't have... You'll see what I mean when you... From underneath the trees, we watch the sky, confusing stars, the satellites. Never dreamed you'd be mine, but here we are, we're here tonight, singing amen, I'm alive. Singing amen, I'm alive. Everyone cared and nobody cried. If everyone loved and nobody lied. If everyone shared and swallowed their pride, then we'd see the day when nobody died. I'm saying amen, amen, I'm alive. Amen, 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 I'm alive. And in the air, the fireflies, our only light in paradise. Show the world they were wrong and teach them all to sing along. Singing amen, I'm alive. Singing amen, I'm alive. If everyone cared and nobody cried. If everyone loved and nobody lied. If everyone shared and swallowed their pride, then we'd see the day when nobody died. If everyone cared and nobody cried. If everyone loved and nobody lied. If everyone shared and swallowed their pride, then we'd see the day when nobody died. When nobody died. And as we lie beneath the stars, we realize how small we are. If they could love like you and me, imagine what the world could be. If everyone cared and nobody cried. If everyone loved and nobody lied. If everyone shared and swallowed their pride, then we'd see the day when nobody died. If everyone cared and nobody cried. If everyone loved and nobody lied. If everyone shared and swallowed their pride, then we'd see the day when nobody died. when nobody died. When nobody died.
We just walked right through all the stones, all the bottles, and whatever they threw. We have won a major victory.
My best friend gave me the best advice. She said each day's a gift and all I give it right. Leave no stone unturned, leave your fears behind. And try to take the path less traveled by. That's the step you take, is the longest ride. If today was your last day, tomorrow was too late, could say goodbye to yesterday. Would you live each moment like your last? Leave old bridges in the past. Donate every dime you have. If today was your last day, would you waste it? If it was your last day? Against the grain should be a way of life. What's worth the price is always worth the fight. Every second counts, as there's no second tries. So live the life you're never living twice. Don't take the free ride in your own life. If today was your last day, tomorrow was too late, you'd say goodbye to yesterday. Would you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past. Donate every dime you have. Would you call a friend you'd never see? Reminisce on memories. Would you forgive your enemies? Was I the one dreaming of? Swear up and down to God above. All alone. If today was your last day, if today was your last day, would you make your mark by mending a broken heart? You know it's never too late to shoot for the stars, regardless of who you are. So do whatever it takes, 'cause you can't rewind a moment in this life. Let nothing stand in your way, 'cause the hands of time are never on your side. If today was your last day, tomorrow was too late, could say goodbye to yesterday. Would you live each moment like your last? Leave old pictures in the past. Donate every dime you have. Would you call up friends you'd never see? Reminisce on memories. Would you forgive your enemies? Was there that one dreaming of? Swear up and down to God above. Oh, love. If today was your last day. If today was your last day, would you still treat people the way you treat them? If today was your last day and you knew it, would you make amends with the people you hurt? If today was your last day, would you change how you thought about people? What would you do? So, this next one is different. Because you know, haters and that. They're gonna hate. Smile too.
We have to stop.
I didn't see the first one. It's kind of, yeah. Sorrow. Let me enlighten you. This is the way I pray. Heaven just isn't hard enough to burn me alive inside. Living my life's not hard enough. Take everything away. They're about to go to heaven and tomorrow. I was out to take my help. Lost in time, working suffering. The devil is a prisoner. Brings to life everything in Jupiter. Living in the dark and the world is tonight. Let me enlighten you. This is the way I pray. Heaven just isn't hard enough to burn me alive inside. Living my life's not hard enough. Take everything away. You make me turn away. Heaven just isn't hard enough to burn me alive inside. Living my life's not hard enough. Take everything from you. Living just isn't hard enough. Burn me alive inside. Living my life's not hard enough. Take everything away.
Who's coming in the driveway?
Okay, I'm going to give you a choice. Queen or the Doors? Before I choose. Yeah, I'm doing the song, then I'm going to switch it. So Queen or the Doors? That's or the Carpenters?
And she will never forget how Mom and Daddy love her.
Which one?
St. Jude. I mean, this is what's keeping my baby girl alive. You can join the battle to save lives.
What's too much?
By supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
I'm intrigued. What's too much?
$19 a month, you'll help us continue the life-saving research.
You say this is too much. What's too much?
Now and in the future.
Cancer makes me feel
Kelly,
like it not in the.
you said this is too much. What's too much?
Just the inside of
I guarantee you I'm older more than you are, most likely, because I don't even know my identity yet. Now, what's too much, Kelly?
That's the worst feeling in the world. 1 in 5 children diagnosed with cancer in the U.S. will not survive. Those that donate to St. Jude, I hope that you come.
Try to be what you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes, every step that I take is another mistake to you. Become so numb, I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me? Holding too tightly, afraid to lose control. 'Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling apart right in front of you. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. And every second I waste is more than I can take. I'm so numb, I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. And I know I may end up failing down, but I know you were just like me, with someone disappointed in you. I become so numb, I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this, all I want you to do is be more like me and be less like. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. And what you want me to be. Try to be what you want me to be. She says it's too much and then doesn't say anything. This is too much. Well, I'm sorry, it's too much for you. But hey. Okay, we're gonna do this one and then the Doors. Fuck it. Like open doors, leaving your door to my core. When I become so numb, without a soul, my spirit sleeping somewhere cold.
So it's Stitch Fix. In your box, you get your 5 items. You get to set how often you want a Stitch Fix to be delivered. So I think when I first joined, I was so excited.
He was wasted when he did the song. He was. Come on, come on, come on, come on now, touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Why won't you tell me what she said? What was that promise that you made? I'm gonna love you till the heavens stop the rain. I'm gonna love you till the stars fall from the sky for you and I. Come on, come on, come on, come on, touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Why won't you tell me what she said? What was that promise that you made? I'm gonna love you till the heavens stop the rain. I'm gonna love you till the stars fall from the sky for you and I. I'm gonna love you till the heavens stop the rain. I'm gonna love you till the stars fall from the sky for you and I. By the way, I want to talk to you all about something. I was, like many people, I was wrong about someone. I hate saying that. And y'all are going to flip your wigs when I tell you who. Charles Manson. Charles Manson, the way media portrayed him, that's not how he was in the beginning. I mean, yeah, he had a lot of problems. You know, he always admitted to what he did. He admitted to everything. Yeah, he said he unalived some people. Yes, he did. But even to the day he died, he said that he had nothing to do with the whole thing. That Sharon Tate and all that. The only people that ever said he did was like two people that were involved who said he ordered it. It's the only two people that ever did. He was actually found guilty, or he was actually declared guilty before the trial ever began because of what the media had said about him. So he became that person. People that actually knew him, that had spent time with him and the family and all that, said that, no, Charlie, no fucking way, no way, no way. And even, because the reason I'm bringing this up is because I don't know what made me watch it, but there's a documentary on Peacock called Making Manson. I just started, I'm like on episode 3 or 4, and even one of the family members of one of the victims is listening to these tapes because all these tapes were, Charlie, was calling somebody all the time, a guy. They got real close. He told him everything about his life and everything. And even the family member, he's like, he's second questioning it. Like, did he even do it? Did he have anything to do with it? So chances are, Charles Manson may not have even had anything to do with ordering shit because he was only 5'4", a scrawny little dude. The reason they said that he did it was because they wanted to save their asses. That's why. Actually, the woman that Linda Kostabian or whatever, I think is her name, she was the driver. She testified just so she would get all the charges dropped against her when she should have gone to prison. Charles Manson could have admitted to any time and said, yeah, I did it. Yes, and that and the other. And they would have let him out on parole, but he refused. He always said he didn't do it. To the day he died, he said he had nothing to do with it. The media portrayed him out to be what they wanted him to be. So he played into it, which didn't help him. He even requested he requested to have the worst lawyer possible for the case. He was institutionalized because in and out of prison, homes and that. He had a hard life, and he was actually about love. He was about love. Physical, emotional connection. Yeah. Yeah, did he have the power trip? Yes. Was he a good guy? No, not really. Did he unalive some people? Yeah, but he did it like when he pew-pewed that one dude. It was for Tex Watson. Because Tex Watson stole money from the dude. The one that survived said that it went through his bladder or something like that. Yeah. Because that dude wanted to wanted to unalive Tex Watson. So in prison, when guys are in prison, it's a brotherhood. So when they're institutionalized like that, they will take it outside the prison. So that's what Charles Manson was like. He thought it was all brotherhood, that kind of thing. So the reason he went to go talk to that guy to begin with, the one he pew-pewed, was because he was doing it for Tex Watson. There's only two people that ever said he ordered it. Tex Watson and the woman that drove the vehicle. I believe people should pay for what they've done and that. But even him being the way he was, even with him having, being a felon, criminal, whatever, I don't think he should have ever gone to prison for something he never did and never took part of. Go watch the documentary. It's like I don't know how many episodes, but go watch it. It's on Peacock. It's Making Manson. It's about Charles Manson. And listen to the recordings, listen to everything. And then make a decision. Do you really think Charles Manson was an actual cult leader? And I don't think he was. That's just the feeling I get from it. I don't think he was. I think he went to prison. And the reason the followers did all that shit, you do know they were on something, right? Yeah. And they thought that it was helping. I don't know. They, when you're on things, it's you act differently, just like they did. Was Charles Manson mean and that? Yeah, he was. He wasn't a good guy, but he didn't deserve to go to prison for the rest of his life for that if he didn't have anything to do with that. I mean, he admitted to everything else he's ever done. Why would he, if he had anything to do with this, why would he deny it even the day on his deathbed? Why would he deny ever having anything to do with it? Because he's like me. I'll admit to whatever I did, but I ain't going to admit to something I didn't do. He said in the recordings, he stated that when he was at the boys' home in the system, foster care system, anytime someone would drive up to, wanted to adopt a kid, he got all excited, hoping that somebody was there to adopt him. And then his heart got broke, basically, when one of the other boys would be chosen. So when you go through things like Charles Manson did in his life with a lot of shit, he was even beat up. He didn't have a good upbringing. He had a terrible upbringing too. And, then the media made him out to be what everybody believes he is or was. And he wasn't as bad as they made him out to be. I would like to know where Tex Watson is. Quite honestly. Because even the brother of the guy that was pew-pewed and unalived at the Sharon Tate unalivings, the one that was found in the car, it's his brother. And that's on this documentary. And he's like listening to Manson talk in these tapes. He's like, did he even do it? He's like, is Tex Watson still alive? And he's like, he needs to tell us what really happened. And he's even down, that's just my opinion. I don't believe people should go to prison and even, anything like that when they're innocent. I'm in school for criminal justice because I want to help victims in that, but I would never want anyone who's innocent to go behind bars, even for a day. Charles Manson could have admitted at any time that he had taken part in it, and they would have let him out on parole. Why do you think he kept denying it? He could have been let out on parole at any time as long as he admitted it. But he always denied it, even the day he died. It's because in my opinion, I don't think he didn't order any unalivings to take place. These people were trying to save their own asses. That's what it was. That's the only reason he ended up being charged and everything. And then they found him guilty in the media. And then the public, before he ever went to trial or anything, he basically was fucked no matter what. He was not found guilty based on evidence. He was found guilty because of what was said about him in the media. Hey, So, yeah. In my opinion, from what I've seen of that documentary, I don't think Charles Manson was even a cult leader. I think he was more about brotherhood, togetherness, that kind of thing. Charles Manson. Brotherhood, togetherness, and that and like I said, when guys are in prison, they have this brotherhood, and when they get out, if they're institutionalized, if that makes sense, they will take the brotherhood thing on the outside, which is what Charles Manson did. The guy that Charles Manson pew-pewed and went through his bladder and everything, he was doing it for Tex Watson. Because Tex Watson stole this dude's money. And Charles Manson, being all about brotherhood, said, you need to go deal with this. And I can't, man, I can't. The money's gone. The money's gone. So he went and, but he did that to the dude before the dude could grab the pew-pew himself. But yeah, my advice is get on Peacock, look up the Making of Manson, or Making Manson, and watch it. It'll change your mind. Charles Manson didn't order shit. The only two people that ever said he did were involved in it. Charles Manson wasn't. He always admitted to everything he did. He even admitted to the unaliving some people. Go watch the documentary. And then decide. Like, I don't even know who you are. Let's see. Muzi. Okay, so you follow me. Here's the thing. One of the victim's brothers is in the documentary and heard the tapes and everything, and he is doubting it. Like I said, if Charles Manson was part of it, he admitted to everything he ever did. But even on his deathbed, he denied ever doing it. He could have admitted at any time and gotten out on parole. So why wouldn't he have just admitted it if that was the case? Because he didn't do it. He would never admit to anything he didn't do. He did say he did unalive a couple people. He did say he did this and that and the other, but he would never admit to something he never did. The only people that ever said that he ordered it was Tex Watson and Linda Kasabian, and I think that's who she was the driver. Wow, I'm so glad see, this is what I mean. He was found guilty in the media. He wasn't found guilty based on evidence. He was found guilty based on what the media portrayed him to be, which is why he turned out the way he was. He wasn't that great. I'm not saying he was a good guy. But even so, people shouldn't have to. You've read every book on him. Okay, good. Maybe try watching the documentary. Try that. Because I've read it too. I used to own books on serial killers and all that because I wanted to be a profiler for the FBI. And I studied criminal justice. So, he was found guilty not based on evidence. He was found guilty because the media already portrayed him to be guilty. Nixon even said he was guilty before he ever went to trial. He had no chance at a fair trial. He should have gotten a fair trial. everyone that's on trial should get a fair trial, no matter what they've done. And in my opinion, if he had done it, if he had ordered it, he would have admitted to it. He would have admitted to it. Because he admitted to everything that he ever did. But one thing he always said was he would never admit to anything he never did. Oh, you're talking about John Wayne Gacy. Yes. Did you know he was actually, he had been gone to prison for essaying like a 14-year-old boy or whatever in Iowa before all of that? Yeah. See, here's the thing. Like I said, Charles Manson, like, for me, no matter what, people, guilty or not, people deserve a fair trial, okay? Even with this shit I'm going through, the people that the kidnappers or whatever, they deserve a fair trial too. And that's me saying it. This is me saying that even if I'm telling you, even my kidnappers deserve a fair trial. And to see their day in court. Charles Manson, I believe that people should go to prison for crimes they've committed. But not if they didn't do it. Oh, Ted Bundy? Oh, shit. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy had taken off. Yeah. He was... What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, I just was thinking about that. That has to be the washer. I'm like, what the fuck is that? All thump, 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 thump. Yeah, it's the washer. So, yes, Ted Bundy, for a fact, should have, like, too much in there. Unbalanced, yeah. It's not my washer. I got all my clothes done, so. But... you know what? How about we talk true crime for tonight? Does that work? Talk true crime for the night. We all like true crime and documentaries and that, right? All right. We're going to be talking some true crime. But yeah, even the brother of the victim that was found in the car at the Sharon Tate unalivings, he's on the documentary, and he's like, he was saying he text Watson to come forward and say, you need to tell it. He's like, to give him a message, you need to come forward and tell the truth. What really happened? Did Charlie, did he order it, or is this some bullshit story that you made up to save your ass, basically? And basically that is exactly what it is. The only people that ever said Charles Manson ordered the unalivings was only two people. Tex Watson and the woman who was the driver taking the people to and from the unalivings. Both the LaBiancas and the Sharon Tate ones. And guess what? She didn't get charged at all. She got complete immunity. for saying shit. Now here's another thing. People say, oh, he's a serial killer, this and the other. Oh, not really. He wasn't. You know what I mean? It's like, by now everybody knows that, I'm in school for criminal justice. We know this. I believe in people paying for what they've done, but not being put on, not going behind bars for the rest of their lives, especially for stuff he didn't do. I don't have a P.O. box. I'm on a fixed income. But I'll see about getting one, Maybe I'll get a P.O. box and put it in my bio, or I don't know. If people do Amazon wish list, I've never done one. I don't know. I will be right back. I have to, make the bladder flatter. It's the best way I can put it. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Kevin. Okay. I'm here. Memento, por favor. I'm into a lot of different things. True crime, well, obviously, because, but for me, it's not just a hobby. Just, study it and all. There. Now, I got so much shit in my. So, definitely. Hello. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't watch much TV, so it was kind of strange. Well, usually when I do watch TV, it's like Murder, She Wrote, things like that. I wasn't planning on watching the whole Manson thing. But I'm glad I have seen what I have of it, and from what I'm gathering from it, Charles Manson spent the majority from the 70s to the day he passed away in prison for crimes he did not commit. Was he a good guy? No, I'm not saying he was. But he should never have had to pay for something he did not do. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what? I forgot something. Give me a moment. So, trying to straighten my shit here. Okay. So, like, what people don't understand is when the media was in such a frenzy because, it's Sharon Tate and that how gruesome the unalivings were. They, with the two people saying it had to do with, they just, I don't know how they came to the conclusion, I guess because, who the fuck knows? But if he did it, he should have been where he was. However, he should not have been found, he was pronounced guilty before the trial ever happened, and that he should have gotten a fair trial, and he didn't. So my question is, what would, if he was innocent, do you think it's fair that he would spend the rest of his life in prison like that if he didn't do it? Because people, I read all the books, so I know everything. I read all the book, watched the movie, da 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 da. No, that's okay, great. But the media portrayed him to be this monster and that kind of thing, and that's not why. He could have easily admitted that he didn't do it. Or that he did it. As soon as if he admitted that he did it, they would have let him out. You do know that, right? But when you're saying you didn't do it, they're not letting him out. He did not, the only two people that ever said that he ordered those unalivings actually were part of the unalivings. And they said it to cut a deal. The one, she didn't get any time, and she was the driver. So how is it the person that was there never pays for what they've done? That's an accessory to unaliving someone. They're driving the car. There's only two people that ever said he ordered it, and that was her and then Tex Watson. Okay, yeah, that's why. Because, Even on the tapes, the audio tapes, that he had conversations with the guy for years. And even on his deathbed, said he didn't do it. He said he didn't do it, most likely because he did not do it. Because he always said he admitted to everything he ever did, and he did. Okay, well, I've seen the documentary, recent documentary, and even the brother of one of the victims is questioning it. So, there's that. Like, I'm watching it and I listen to things. And I listen to the people talking. And even people that actually knew Charles Manson and hung out with the family, spent time with the family, knew him personally, heard about Charles supposedly ordering it, and they said, no fucking way. Charlie would have never. Maybe try, I don't know. Because, see, you have your mind set that he was guilty and he was behind it and all that, right? Maybe, I don't know. Watch the documentary. There's a thought. How do you know? How do you know he never wanted to be released from prison? Because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. He denied it even on his deathbed. Because he never wanted to be released from prison. Do you know how stupid that is? How stupid that sounds? People, when they do things to clear their conscience, no matter how big and bad they are, they will admit to it on their deathbed. I watched it. Did you? How about watching the actual parole hearing? This is why I study criminal justice and you don't. Because you just assume that when they say someone's guilty, then he is, right? You don't believe in that people should have fair trials, right? He didn't get a fair trial to begin with. Nixon really fucked that up for him. Before the trial ever began. Before anybody had ever seen what Charles Manson actually looked like in the flesh. They saw a picture of him. That was it. And for the record, him being mentally ill, he should have been in a mental hospital, not a prison. He was found guilty based on what media said about him. Even the family, whatever, they even said he was all about love, loving each other, physically, mentally, emotionally, a family, an actual, that's what they were about. Charles Manson wasn't a fucking cult leader. He just became what the media portrayed him to be, a monster. I think people should actually watch the documentary and listen to everybody that talks and things like that. Was he a manipulator? Yes. He manipulated people. At first it wasn't, it went on, like, after so long, that's when he ended up with the power trip and everything else. It wasn't, it wasn't always like that. But he was a crook, I'm not saying he was innocent. Like, he admitted to unaliving people and pew-pewing people, and he admitted to everything he ever did. But the one thing he would never admit to is ordering or having anything to do with these things, with this shit. See, also, if he never wanted out of prison, he could have just said, I'm not doing parole. He didn't have to go to the parole hearings. You do know that, right? He didn't have to. If you don't want out of prison, you don't have to do the parole hearing thing, especially if you're facing life. Tonight we're just talking, I'll do the singing thing again tomorrow, but right now we're just doing true crime stuff. Right now we're talking about Charles Manson. He wasn't a good guy by any means. He was a manipulator. He was a con artist. However, and I believe in people should go to prison for what they've done. You know, that kind of thing. But not go to prison for something they never did. That they didn't have. Like, that's an innocent person. Even if he was a ex-con, and he broke laws, and yeah, he did. And he was an asshole. Yes, he was. And he was racist. Yeah, he was racist. You know, all of it. Which isn't right. But for him to go to prison for the remainder of his life, for something he didn't do, the only reason he was found guilty to begin with was because he was Nixon declared that he was guilty long before the trial. The man requested to have the worst lawyer possible. Another one I don't think should have gone to had the death penalty, and that is Eileen Wuornos. I don't think she should have gone. I think, my personal opinion, if anything, she should have gone, to a mental hospital for a while. I don't think she should have gone to prison like she did. Because the first unaliving is what really fucked her up, because the dude, it was either him or her. He was trying to, he was a fucking, yeah. The shit he did to her, and then the trauma from it. I mean, I could tell you one that should have gone to prison for what he did, but he was found not guilty, which the only reason he was found not guilty was because of who he was. If the glove does not fit, you must acquit. The only reason the glove did not fit is because they had him stop taking his medication, so his hands swelled up. That's why the gloves did not fit. When you're on cholesterol medication or something like that, or thyroid medication, and you stop taking it, there's some medication that he was on that kept him from swelling up. They told him to stop taking it, which made his hands swell up, which made the gloves not fit. So he was acquitted for what he actually did. Don't worry about... Here's what I want to say. When it comes to your size, the way you look, whatever, fuck what people think. You know what? I used to be 276 pounds till I got sick. I ate whatever the fuck I wanted. I didn't care what people thought. You can't worry about what people think. And people, when they talk about your weight, and you're like, look at what people say about me, okay? My weight, my looks, all that shit. It's like, gee, am I going to listen to professionals or trolls or people that are trolls and jealous of me? You know. You want sugar? Well, I got, iced tea here. But that's probably what it is, sweetie. Birth control will make you gain weight. It's not your fault. Medications do that. Like, some of the dumbest shit I've seen on this app. Obesity is a choice. No, motherfucker, it's not. Like, there's, like, medications can cause you to gain weight, like the birth control shot. There's a lot of different things. But, back to, what I was saying. Like, here's an idea. I want everybody's thoughts on this. There's two cases I'm going to talk about. Just similar situations. You tell me what should happen now. So we have Gypsy Rose, right? Who's responsible for the unaliving of her mother. And in fact is a scammer. Okay? She only spent 8 years in prison. While the guy she got to do it, who she manipulated into doing it, who was on this autism spectrum, is stuck in prison the rest of his life. Do you think that's fair? Do you think that she should be out? Because the things I've heard say, yes, queen, she's responsible for unaliving her mother. You do know that part of that, she actually knew about a lot of the stuff. And you know how she said that they removed all her glands? Doctors said that no, they removed some. Some had been removed, but not all of them. Exactly. She should... I mean, honestly, here's the thing. Dee Dee was, 15 times? He said he only 4 times. Also, her story has changed up so many times, it's not even funny. About different things. So if Dee Dee was 15 times, and he only did 4 times, who did the other 11 times? Because that is a crime of passion. Not someone that's doing this for someone else. That was a crime of passion. You do realize he's on the autism spectrum, right? His mentality is basically of a kid. His intelligence is like 60-something. His IQ is like 60-something. Whereas Gypsy is a master manipulator just like her mother. And by all accounts, Gypsy was actually taking care of Dee Dee because of Dee Dee's health issues. He actually had tried telling Gypsy, let's just run away, we'll just run away, and Gypsy said no. We have to do it this way. Before he ever got there. Before he ever got there. She should. Because she's responsible for it. Then we have the Menendez brothers, who were essayed, raped, by their father. The fuck? Very abused, that kind of thing. And they are still sitting in prison. But it's kind of like the same thing with Gypsy, right? But why are they still in prison and she's not? Okay. Why is Gypsy out of prison, but the Menendez brothers are still in prison? Think about it. It's not right. Yeah, basically. Their father was extremely abusive. And when abusive in every way. He essayed them and everything, and they're still in prison. They shouldn't be. By all accounts, Gypsy was actually taking care of Dee Dee around the time because Dee Dee's health was declining. Uh-huh. And everybody, yes, Queen, yes, Queen. She's responsible for her mother's unaliving. And, you know. You know, I've actually wondered, because she married Ryan when she was in prison. Maybe that was the only way to get her out of prison. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe, you know, obviously, because think about this. The guy she's with now, Ken, right? They were engaged before her and Ryan were ever together. Then he decided he didn't want to be with her, and then she gets out of prison after she's married that and decides he wants to be with her again. Make it make sense. And also, how is she... I mean, she gets money from... She's made money from the story of her mother's unaliving. There's a law that you can't do that. I'm pretty sure the Son of Sam law, where the perpetrator is not allowed to make money off their victims, off their victims at all. The unalived victim or whatnot. So I'm trying to figure out how she ended up with, you know, I heard something like $3 million and shit. Hold on, I gotta take care of something real quick. I have an old one. Very, very old case that I was just thinking about. Extremely old. Couple over 100 years old. Y'all ever heard of H.H. Holmes? Does anybody know who H.H. Holmes was? Anybody? Anybody tell me? I'm actually kind of a little bit surprised, but not really. Okay, H.H. Holmes was like the first American serial unaliver. Could have possibly been Jack the Ripper, actually. Yes, I'm here, darling. So, H.H. Holmes. Yeah. I watched this documentary on him. I'd have to look it up, but there's a oh yeah. He was, I'll look it up and I'll let you know. Because he was, Jack the Ripper was one of the first serial killers. And that took place over in England, the UK, the Whitechapel murders. But I'm going to look up H.H. Holmes. H.H. Holmes. Born 1861, supposedly died. Well, okay. Born May 16th, 1861 in New Hampshire. And supposedly died May 7th, 1896. You ever hear of the Myrtle the Murder Castle? Never heard of the Murder Castle? This is very strange. Y'all don't know about H.H. Holmes. Let's piss off, man. Shut the fuck up. I don't care. Herman Webster Mudgett, the H.H. Holmes, May 7th, 1896, would have been supposedly when he died. And there's a reason I say supposedly. Better known as Dr. Henry Howard Holmes, or H.H. Holmes, was an American con artist and serial unaliver, active between 1891 and 1894 by the time of his execution in 1896. Something tells me that's not the case. Because someone doesn't, he just starts unaliving people in 1891. When he's 30? That doesn't make sense, does it? He had engaged in a lengthy criminal career that included insurance fraud, forgery, swindling, 3 or 4 bigamous marriages, horse theft, and unaliving. Known as the Beast of Chicago, the Devil in the White City, or the Torture Doctor, his most notorious crimes took place in Chicago around the time of the world's Columbian explosion in 1893. Basically, he was like the first American serial killer or something like that. Holmes was convicted and sentenced to death for the murder of Benjamin Peitzel, his accomplice in several of his cons. However, Holmes confessed to 27 unalivings, including those of some people who were still verifiably alive. It is believed that he also unalived 3 of Peitzel's children, as well as 3 mistresses, the child of one mistress and the sister of another. Holmes was supposedly hanged on May 7th, 1896. I say supposedly because there's a possibility that he escaped it. I mean, he even said later on that he... Well, alright, let me back up a bit. Much of the lore attached to Holmes concerns the so-called Murder Castle, a 3-story building he commissioned on West 63rd Street in Chicago, Illinois, which now is like a parking lot and yeah. Details about the building, along with many of his alleged crimes, are considered exaggerated or fabricated for sensationalistic tabloid pieces, with some accounts estimating his body count could be as high as 133 or even 200. Now it's possible. I mean, he also later on said that he was possessed by the devil and that the devil made him do it. Here's what's weird. Was the American serial unaliver H.H. Holmes, who killed as many as 200 people, also Jack the Ripper, as his great-great-grandson believes? It says, it does seem very, very unlikely. H.H. Holmes was in Illinois committing bigamy in 1888, the year Jack the Ripper was active in London. But that doesn't mean anything. Because... Also, again, with Jack the Ripper, it was a little weird because it started and as gruesome as it was, and then it just stopped. Jack the Ripper. Oh, wow. They finally found out who Jack the Ripper was. Shit, I did not know that. I don't know, maybe look it up, but yeah. October 7th, 2024. Jack the Ripper identified after DNA analysis. So see, no matter how long it's been, because this happened in the 1800s, Jack the Ripper was just identified. This is so weird, because I always wonder, because I used to read stuff like books on Jack the Ripper and everything. When I show you this dude, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Because he doesn't look like he would be like this. This is what I mean. Charles Manson looked creepy and everything, right? Oh, he's guilty. He's guilty. Look at him. Just like the West Memphis 3. The 3 boys that were convicted based on the music they listened to, the clothing they wore, the books they read, that kind of thing. Let me show you who's been identified as Jack the Ripper. That's who was identified as Jack the Ripper. Does he look like he would be capable of, does he look like a serial unaliver? Like, wow. That's who Jack the Ripper was. DNA confirmed it. We all know what he did, right? This is who brutally unalived several women. And the things he did to, oh my God, the things he did to them. And this is who did it. This is who committed those heinous, horrific, brutal unalivings of those women. This is the face of the world's most notorious serial unaliver, according to an author who has been delving into the Jack the Ripper case for nearly 30 years. The Ripper investigator Russell Edwards utilized cutting-edge facial reconstruction technology to generate this CGI black and white image of how the unaliver would have appeared at the time. They used Mr. Edwards' DNA evidence from the jaw of one of the victims to prove Jack the Ripper was in fact Aaron Kosminski, a Jewish immigrant from Poland who was the prime suspect during the gruesome Whitechapel murders. He was the prime suspect. He was the prime suspect but didn't have enough evidence. Because, they didn't have DNA back then, obviously. The prime suspect was, in fact, the one who did it. And he got away with it. That is Jack the Ripper. The DNA was on the jaw of one of the victims of Jack the Ripper. That's who the DNA matched to all these years later. Because he was doing it in 1888. This is 2024 and they finally solved it. That tells you, no matter how old the case is able to be solved. The DNA was on the jaw of one of the victims. That's how they got the DNA. Like, did you not, like, they have to be lying? This is the face of the world's most notorious serial unaliver, according to an author who has been diving into the Jack the Ripper case for nearly 30 years. Ripper investigator Russell Edwards utilized cutting-edge facial reconstruction technology to generate this CGI black and white image of how the murderer would have appeared at the time. You think they need to have someone living to get DNA. Hey, darling. All they have to do is, they can extract DNA from bones? Did you know that? They can extract DNA from bones of people that are unalived and long gone. They could take the DNA from the bones. That's how it works. Mr. Edwards used DNA evidence from the jaw of one of the victims to prove that the Ripper was in fact Aaron, whatever his name was, a Jewish immigrant from Poland who was the prime suspect during the gruesome Whitechapel murders. He was the number one suspect back then. I'm here, darling. But yeah, he was the number one suspect back in the day, in 1888. They took his DNA, probably from his bones. Aw, thank you, honey. Probably from his bones. His body. What was left after he decomposed. And did the DNA test against this, the Shaw. And it matched. And he was the number one suspect back in the day. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You think... Let me get this straight, Joan. You think that bones turn to dust? I'm guessing you think teeth and hair just disintegrate too, right? And you think hair stops growing and nails stop growing after you pass away, right? They don't. Bones don't turn to dust. I'm not like... That's... That's like... Sorry, I had to laugh. It's alright. I'm alright. Good news is, I'm going to mention this one time, then no more for the night, when it comes to what's going on with me. I talked to the investigator, the chief, from Texas, that had called me the other night, and he said that we're working in the right direction. They were just waiting for me to contact him again, call him back to set up, move forward with it. He wanted to make sure I was still, So either they will, he thinks that it'll be done before Christmas. So he said whatever's easier for me, they can come here or I could go to them. I said, just let me know. It'd be easier to come here, but I'm willing to go to the station if I need to. Just let me know when, where. And it's being done through the missing detective, the detectives through missing persons, missing children. That's who's going to be doing the, taking care of all of it. So, it'll be alright. Everything happens the way it's meant to. When all this is said and done, I'm going to be sitting very pretty, very, very financially set forever. And there's going to be many people behind bars, including the see you next Tuesday. It's just, I've been with everything, and I'm just... It's frustrating when people want to even... It's frustrating having to explain how things work when it comes to law enforcement. Because, people saying, oh, just get a 23andMe DNA test. You're lying. You can send it through the mail. No, that's not how the fuck it works. It's okay, hon. It's not you. It's just being called a liar and everything else. And it's like, I think being called a liar, a scammer and everything, it's like, it's insane. It's seriously crazy to me. And right now, once the DNA test is done and we get the results back, which shouldn't take long because of this case, hopefully it won't take long to get the results back once it's done, because they know who they're trying to see, you know what I mean. Once the DNA test comes back, if it shows I'm Tanya, that's when they move forward with criminal charges and that kind of thing. So, it's just a waiting game. But he said that hopefully, I said, I'm hoping, is it going to be done before Christmas? He's like, yeah, it should. We got plenty of time. So hopefully this week or next week. But he's going to let me know and everything, so. So we're on the right track. We're on the right track. It just is taking some time, The sooner, the better. But here's what's going to happen. I already know. If the test comes back saying I am Tanya, somebody's going to say, oh, you made it up. Oh, that's how it's going to go. It always does. Because people are foolish and don't grasp the concept that this shit is real. That's why I made that video. When it comes to, the shit that I'm going through, I've never heard anybody, nothing like that. But I'm getting hated on so much. And then there's Gypsy Rose, right? Gypsy Rose is responsible for the unaliving of her mother. And they're saying, yes, Queen, we support you in this. It's like, when did the world get so fucked up like that? Oh, I know it won't be. It won't be a lot of people. But there are some people that it will be. And it is what it is. I can't control what people say, think, or do, I know, I don't, and she's responsible for it, and I get treated the way I get treated. And then tomorrow, I'm not doing it tonight because it's going to be a lot for me to do. And I haven't done it yet because once I do this, it's going to be real. And I don't want it to be. I have to sit down and write down all my memories. Everything that I remember. Everything that I'm remembering that I didn't remember before. I have to do this. And I'm not ready. I don't want to do this. But I don't have a choice. Because it needs to be done, I have to write down the memories, and because law enforcement needs them. And I remembered quite a bit, but I know there's a lot I don't remember yet, but what I do remember, I wish I didn't. So, it'll be okay. Because here's the thing, nothing that is done nothing will ever change what's happened to me. and the people that did it and how many there were and everything. And nothing's ever going to change that. Nothing will change where they kept me. Nothing will change any of it. The only thing I can do is do what I need to do to help the police, basically do what I need to do to help the police. Write down my memories in that. I'm gonna, I said, hope y'all have somebody that can hypnotize me because I'm gonna die, And he said that Texas Rangers do. So, because if I am Tanya, that means I was brainwashed because, telling me my memories aren't real, I'm making it up, I'm in this, that, and the other, and, and I appreciate it, and I love y'all for that. She's still running her mouth about me too, by the way. Yeah, now she says that she put I was served with a restraining order. Bitch, I don't even know where the fuck you live, and I'm in New York. You're the one who knows my address and all this shit, and all this shit that you did. Yeah. And yes, it was confirmed by the investigator tonight when I was on the phone that I do need to keep all of the text messages and everything, and I have. So when I go and talk to them and that would do the DNA test, I'm sure they'll collect all the evidence then that I have. The text messages, just all of it. And I did tell them, I told the investigator there are many, many people that are willing to testify to what had happened about her, how she came in my life and said she was my sister and that, and everything. There's many people willing to testify. I'm going to. And what they don't seem to understand is the police know everything that's going on. So for her posting bullshit like, oh, SWAT showed up at my house 3 times and, all this, I can't wait for the truth to come out because I'm going to make sure justice is served, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And they could trace anonymous calls too. Bitch, when you call anonymous, they still have your fucking phone number on their screen. I don't know what people don't understand about that. Because you call anonymous and you're committing a crime, like hurting someone, they're going to track your location. That you could call anonymous, say you want to be anonymous, you can, whatever. You call from a cell phone, your phone number pops up. They can trace it. I don't know what she done. Like, common sense. Common sense. Common sense is not that common. And then saying that I'm lying, I'm not in school for criminal justice, supposedly. I have lawyers at my disposal for free that are included in my tuition. My school knows everything that's going on. I've been in school for about a year almost for criminal justice. So, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. I can't wait to do I seriously can't wait to get this DNA test done. Like, oh my god, I want to get it done so bad. But I know it'll happen. I still feel like I'm leaving here and moving. Like, going, like, soon. And I don't know why. That's why it's like, for some reason, it's like, I'm only shopping for a day or two of food at a time. I'm making sure all my clothes are clean at all times. It's weird. I just feel like, I asked him, he said he didn't know. So, I guess we'll cross that bridge when it comes. No, actually, I'm alright. The thing is, I'm gonna be honest, which I always am, except when it comes to my health. I hide a lot of shit. And I'm sure people have noticed that I'm not, like, how I eat and everything, right? I didn't realize people noticed it until I was told. I thought it was strange as people like, oh, good, you're eating. I didn't even, all the shit, and they know what they're doing. It has been affecting my physical health. And I'm doing everything not to go to the hospital. Yeah. Because of my gastroparesis, I'm not supposed to have stress. It is going to take my life eventually, and this is just kind of hurrying it along. I've noticed I've lost a lot of weight. I don't know how much exactly, but at the rate I'm going. So, these people are what they're doing. Landlord's husband. What they're doing, they're doing this intentionally. They've been doing this. The online stock and everything that's been going on for almost 2 years, it's been them behind it. And with everything else that I've already been having to deal with, and then this on top of it, and then on top of that, people running their mouths about me, calling me a liar, a scammer, I'm doing it for attention, getting DMs from fucking fucked up DMs. I'm doing everything I can not to go not to have to go to the hospital. I haven't even really been feeling right physically for a while. That's the truth of it. And so I'm trying to do the best I can to deal with everything. It's okay. It's okay. I just want them to stop. It's like I've been through enough in my life, and I'm trying to. Yeah. The thing is, I don't even know who these people are. I've never met them. I've never, nothing. You know? Like, what people don't understand is what they should do is try and put themselves in my place and think about what I'm going through right now. I mean, I've never, you know, I don't know how people could be so cruel to do what they're doing. And then she said she's going to pay me back for after the DNA test comes back. What, you going to tell me that your relatives are the ones that kidnapped me and that, you know, basically let people pay to do whatever they wanted to me? Till I was 3 and they thought I was all used up. Why would I remember if my memories are right? Which is why I'm like not wanting to write them down. Probably around 300 or so people before being sold. Is it just me or is he loud? My landlord and her husband. I need a vacation after all this. I want to go someplace tropical. I'd be happy going back to Florida. Shit. Me and Frankie on a beach. Collecting seashells. Spending time together. Later in the evening, Netflix and chill or whatever. Don't even have to go out. Get your comfy clothes on and spend time together watching old concerts or movies or some shit. Don't even have to go out. He's always gonna have my heart. He's had my heart from the jump. Almost 4 years. I've waited for him this whole time. And I continue to wait. It'd be nice if he came and see me. Because I could really... You know what I really need right now? I'm going to tell you what I really need right now. Need him to show up at my fucking front door And when I open it, take me in his arms, kiss me on the forehead, and tell me everything's going to be okay. That's what I need right now. I've shown him enough times. Now he needs to show me. It's a two-way street, you know. You know what I mean? I hope I get it too. In all seriousness, I think that's what I need more than anything. Is to see him. I made homemade spaghetti for dinner. Damn, my back is killing me, shit. I don't know why my back hurts so fucking bad either. I know it is. It's just... You think I might get lucky and he might actually show up to see me at some point? It also doesn't help that I have osteopenia and my body does not like the cold in any way, shape, or form. Osteopenia is basically my bones are thinning, and about 10 years ago, the doctor told me, because I have osteopenia, I also have degenerative tissue disease. And multiple of other things, and I just push through it because, you know. But, about 10 years ago, I was told by doctors that in 10 to 15 years from then, I would be in a wheelchair with no use of my hands. I refuse to let that happen. I'm not, no, fuck that shit. Mm-mm. You know, I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky and he'll come and say, pack up your stuff. You're coming with me to Florida. I mean, I would be I would be the happiest woman in the universe, man, I'll tell you what. If he ever asked me to live with him, Well, it was earlier today, actually. I have no gallbladder, so... But before I got sick, oh no, it's fine. Hell, I used to be constipated before I had my first surgery and my gallbladder removed for up to 2 weeks. So yes, no. It's because of the cold and I have degenerative disc disease, scoliosis, and that kind of thing too. Yeah, no gallbladder and a foreign object. They took out the gallbladder, put a foreign object in my stomach to make it work. But stress affects it. Want to see dinner? You want to see dinner? Let me show you dinner. I've been eating a little bit here and there. We have the homemade spaghetti, salad, and those are Red Lobster, cheddar, the biscuits that they have at Red Lobster. I found them in the freezer section at the store. But yeah, if he showed up and said, "Hey, come live with me," I would treat him like I would make sure he knew how much I loved him and how much he was appreciated, and I would, I'd cook in the kitchen together, and I'd give him body massages all the time, especially after how hard he works. And if we did, once this was all said and done, and I'm financially set, he wouldn't have to work his ass off to be able to have his career. He would be able to focus just on his music. What's wrong? Has me stressed? Well, when you find out that you might be this missing person of 41 years, there's that. And then being called a liar or a scammer and everything else, and having a bunch of lies told about you, and being stalked and harassed and everything else. Yeah, and having to deal with having to take a DNA test to find out whether or not you are who you are, or if you are this other person. And if it shows that I'm her, that means I'm not 44, I'm 43. And if I'm not Heather, then that means I was most likely given a dead child's identity. So, yeah. All I want to do is be happy and enjoy life. It's hard to do that right now. But it'll be okay. I know it will. I don't even feel... I know there's something wrong with me as it is. I'm not feeling... Thank you. I'm just not feeling... physically, I'm not feeling well, and I haven't been for a while. Because of all this, I think. Oh, the other day I had a seizure. So that's how this shit's going. Well, thank you. so tired of being strong. Having to be strong and not having anybody to not being able to depend on anybody. My whole life. Sorry. I think he does, yes. I think he probably knows everything. He always seems to know everything. I don't feel like that. You have nothing to be sorry for. See, I'm used to taking care of myself and everybody else. Hell, I've taken care of myself after major surgeries. It's okay. After I had my first major surgery, hell, I took care of myself after my hysterectomy. I took care of myself after a hysterectomy. I've taken care of myself after my major surgeries. I always say I wouldn't trade places with anyone because I would never want anyone to have to live the life I had to go through and had to go through what I had to go through. I would never want anybody to go like that. And to fucking find out the only reason I had to go through it was because I was... The only reason I had to go through all this shit was because I was stolen, because they kidnapped me. And the motherfucking family that had me probably didn't even know her real name. Well, I do take care of others too. Very well. What's wrong with your ankle? Well, here's an idea. Stop doing that. Just stop doing that. Oh. I have tendonitis and that too, so yeah. Achilles heel, tendonitis, yeah, it's so much fun. Hell, I have a rib I keep re-injuring since high school. I've had it since high school. I broke a rib when I was doing backyard wrestling. Yes, I did backyard wrestling when I was in high school too. Yeah, if I lean over a washer, there's times when I will re-injure it. And it's over 20 years later. I've always had to take care of myself. I've never had anyone to take care of me. I've always taken care of myself and others. Shit. And if I am Tanya, that means I was 4 when I was taking care of a child, a newborn. For 2.5 years. I want to enjoy whatever life I have left. Not have to deal with a bunch of bullshit. But I try and I try and do my best to do what Frankie suggested before to me, and that's don't pay attention. You can't control the internet. You can't control what people say, think, or do. And I try that. I try. But it's kind of hard. What I want to do eventually. Yeah. Especially with this, like, it'd be one thing if they were just trolls on the internet, but this is a whole nother situation. And what they're doing to see you next Tuesday. And that is, it's criminal. It's a loss. It's not just defamation of character in that. It is, prison time. 2 to 20 years. Excuse me, depending on the severity of the case. Hang on, guys, I'm looking at something real quick. Add some help. I'm sorry to hear that, hon. And Trisha, I'm sorry to hear about that too. I'm sorry, I've just, evidently, what I'm going through, because there's times again where I go back and forth, like, I will be in disbelief. No, this can't be real. This isn't true. This is not me, where I'm like, I'm in a coma somewhere. This is just some weird nightmare. It's like, this is some weird fucking nightmare. This is not my life. There's no way. And I still have that problem. And the memories I have, I guess, them being out of order and that, and questioning myself, and sometimes thinking, just the number of things that you go through with this kind of thing. And then having it, and this kind of thing does make you paranoid. Like, who can I trust? Are my memories real? Excuse me. It's just. And then I still question myself, am I overreacting? This, that, and the other. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I need to check something real quick.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing today? You having a great day? If not...
Something has occurred to me. And it did a while back. I'm taking care of it right now. Because not everybody is a supporter. Not everybody even when they have 33.1 thousand followers and they follow me. Which I just blocked her. Because I'm not doing that shit.
Oh.
I love you guys. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
The fuck up. See, let me ask you something. In a minute, after I find the message. Remember that Sarah person that had been in my life, right? December 2nd. Let me go back. Said that she just visited her dad in Dallas, Texas. It looks like he just moved there, and that he has a different last name. I think it's, yeah. It says I'll keep digging, and then she sent me a picture of a house. Now, if this is this woman's house, let's see next Tuesday's house, why wouldn't she have a washer and dryer? Rich people have washer and dryers. Even I have a washer and dryer. But she takes all the clothes to the laundromat? Here's where it gets kind of interesting. Sorry I haven't been in touch. I've been sick, but I did find out they lived in Chicago around the time, and I heard that you already know that they are moving in. If I'm not mistaken, I think there were movers at their house today. How would someone know that there were movers at this person's house that day? They wouldn't. Unless they were told what to tell me. Right? Scare tactics. And that kind of shit started, and someone DMing a bunch of people. That started after I said I had a sneaky suspicion that the See You Next Tuesday was related to the kidnappers. The man was most likely, could have been her dad, her grandfather. And that's when things got weird, was after that. They got worse. So, yes. And I said they were theories, by the way. But it's interesting to me that it got worse after I said that. See, but she doesn't seem to. Where the fuck did it? I don't see her, man. Oh, for Pete's sake. There it is. See, because of that one dude who's probably still live streaming my live right now. When I said something about them watching me since they found me in 2021, he says 2021, or 2022, he says 2022, they started dating in 2018. Which made me think that her husband was most likely my ex. That's not the case, but then it kind of settled down a bit, but she kept running her mouth. But then after I said that, my theories, because she even posted pictures showing that her ex is not, or her husband is not my ex. Okay, great. Then I went back to my original theory that she's related to the kidnappers, and then more stuff. I'm here. I'm doing the best I can, man. I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. Number one, she's the one that said I was her sister that was kidnapped and my name was Tanya. They said that they have pictures of me, of them holding me and all this shit. Supposedly has that red dress that I wasn't in that picture. The only way someone would have pictures holding me at that age or whatever, and that dress and that, is the kidnapper's family. Because she's not related to Tanya or none. And what they're doing, it's like trying to make it seem pathetically like it's getting worse, if that makes sense. No, because the name Tanya. And they wanted me to sign an NDA. Text messages I got from the mother, supposedly, yeah, an NDA, before I would ever meet the mom. Evidently, according to the text messages I have from the mother, it could be from the mother, she's sick and wants to, oh God, no. I told him shove it where the sun don't shine. Or choke on it or something. I said something along those lines. But she said, the mother said, that she's sick and wants to make things right. Now, when people are sick, and they know they're dying or whatnot, or they think they are, they want to clear their conscience. So they wanted me to say, my thing, I think, that they wanted me to do the NDA so they could tell me everything that happened. Tell me the truth about everything. And I would never be able to reveal any of it. Also, right away, that day she came in and said she was my sister. And that one of the things she said right out the gate was, you'll be provided for, you'd never have to worry again. Oh, excuse me. And we'll make sure that, we'll have you someplace comfortable where you can heal. Mental hospital. That's what she tried. Oh, I'm going to write a book. That's not... I'm going to be financially set even before I write a book. Shit. Yep. She wanted me to go to a facility, and they were going to pay for it. So, well, according to her, she's a doctor. And her husband's an FBI agent. If that were true, they would know the laws. They clearly don't. Now, unless it's a spa or something. But no. There's nothing mentally wrong with me. But now you see what I've been dealing with. And isn't it ironic that all of the stalking and everything started a couple weeks after I left the family in that house in February of 2023? See, I was thinking it had to do with Frankie's fans or his personal assistant or something. It's been them the whole fucking time. And yes, they did reach out to others too. And I'm sure they reached out to some of his fans. Because nobody seems to know who Amanda Jean Irwin is. I'm a good person. I've always been a good person, and I don't understand why they do the shit. But I will make them wish their mama had swallowed them instead of stupidly letting their daddy impregnate her. Like, what do you want? You know? Amanda Jean Irwin Brown? I don't know. As far as I know, he's good. So Amanda Jean Irwin Brown, well, I'm not exactly sure. Let me show you. I thought it had to do with the Z-Mob. And she was one of his fans and that, but nobody knows who she is. But it started back in February of 2023, shortly after. It was a few days after I got out of the hospital for trying to unalive myself. Because I was like, didn't know what to, like, you know. I'm going to give you some advice, Jesse, whatever. You might want to scroll on before you get your feelings hurt. And I might not be the one that's going to hurt them, but you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Hey, where's Luigi?
He's making pizza.
You got the wrong one, bitch. You know what? Good times. I'm going to make you a mod because, obvious reasons. You know. If I can, shit. Add moderator. What community guidelines? Are you fucking kidding me? See, when people are fucking reporting me for bullshit, yeah, they've reported me. It says community guideline. Come right back. I'm gonna reset it because this is bullshit. Come right back. I'm coming back.